Above divinity, all-powerful, all-seeing, invisible, incomprehensible, creator of all spiritual beings and rational natures, goodness itself, the inaccessible light, enlightening all who come into the world, shine in me, your unworthy servant, and enlighten the eyes of my understanding, that I may make bold to praise your infinite benevolence and power. May my prayer for the people here present be well-pleasing. May my offenses not impede the coming of the Holy Spirit among us, but judge me uncondemned as I cry to you now and say of your surpassing goodness. We glorify you, loving Master, Almighty, King from everlasting. We glorify you, Creator and Author of all. We glorify you, only begotten Son of God, born of the Father without a mother and of a mother without a father. For in the previous feast we saw you an infant. In the present one we see you complete, perfect, manifested from the perfect God. For today the time for feasting has come, and the choir of the saints holds assembly with us, and angels celebrate with men. Today the grace of the Holy Spirit in the form of a dove came upon the waters. Today the unwaning sun has dawned, and the world is lit up with the light of the Lord. Today the moon with its brilliant rays shares its light with the earth. Today the luminous stars embellish the universe with their joyous luster. Today the clouds refresh humanity with a rain of justice from above. Today the uncreated one is by his own will touched by nature. Today the prophet and forerunner approaches the Master, but pauses in awe, seeing God's condensation towards us. Today the waters of the river Jordan are turned into healing by the presence of the Lord. Today all creation is watered by mystical waters. Today men's sins are washed away in the waters of the Jordan. Today paradise is thrown open to humankind, and the Sun of Righteousness shines upon us. Today the water that the people under Moses found bitter is turned into sweetness at the Lord's presence. Today we are free from the ancient grief, and like a new Israel have been redeemed. Today we are delivered from the darkness and are bathed in the light of the knowledge of God. Today the world's gloom is dispersed in the epiphany of our God. Today the entire universe is lit as by a heavenly torch. Today error is abolished, and the coming of the Lord opens the way to salvation. Today the heavenly joins the earthly in celebration, and that which is below holds discourse with that which is above. Today the holy and vibrant assembly of the Orthodox rejoice. Today the Master hastens towards baptism so as to raise humankind to the heights. Today he who bends to none bows before his own servant so as to free us from bondage. Today heaven has been deeded to us, for of the Lord's kingdom there shall be no end. Today the earth and the sky have divided the world's joy, and the world is filled with gladness. The waters saw you, O God, the waters saw you and were afraid. The Jordan reversed its flow when it saw the fire of divinity descending bodily and entering it. The Jordan turned back, seeing the Holy Spirit descending in the form of a dove and hovering about you. The Jordan turned back, seeing the invisible become visible, the Creator made flesh, the Master in the form of a servant. The Jordan turned back and the mountains leaped, seeing God in the flesh, and the clouds gave voice, marveling at the one present, light of light, true God of true God, who submerged in the Jordan the death of disobedience and the string of error and the bond of hate, giving to the world a baptism of salvation. Wherefore I, your sinful and unworthy servant, recounting the greatness of your wonders, seized with dread, in deepest awe, cry out to you. Great are you, O Lord, and marvelous are your works, and no words are sufficient to praise your wonders.
Doxa si Kyrie, doxa si.
Mega si Kyrie, και θαυμαστάτα έργα σου, και και ουδείς λόγος εξαρκέσει προς ύμνον των θαυμασίων σου.
Δόξα σοι, Κύριε, δόξα σοι.
Great are you, O Lord, and marvelous are your works, and no words are sufficient to praise your wonder.
Δόξα σοι, Κύριε, δόξα σοι.